Hey everyone, back again with another video to help you out. This time I'm showing you how to take the steering wheel airbag out of a 2020 Dodge Ram 1500. This airbag is being pulled because I need to get to the clock spring behind it to pull it for a customer who needs it. This is being pulled from a junkyard from a truck that's been wrecked. The steering column's already been pulled out of this truck because the dash was pulled out of it, but not a big deal because that's not relevant to what we're doing here. I will say, if you're messing with airbags at all, make sure you disconnect your battery, negative terminal at least, and leave it sit for 10 or 15 minutes to get any kind of excess charge off the system. If this hasn't gone off yet, if you're trying to do something like change the clock spring or mess with the wiring in here for your buttons or anything like that, you don't want your airbag going off, because even after you disconnect the battery, there can still be capacitors that hold charge in this system that can cause it to go off even when it's not plugged in or when it's not hooked up. So anyway, in order to get to the airbag, to get this out of here, you'll have to go to either side of the steering wheel and you'll have a little access hole right there, and then there's one just like it here on the other side, right there. And to get the airbag loose, you'll need a long, thin, heavy gauge wire. Coat hanger wire is probably too flimsy for this. This is actually a piece of antenna that I made to make a tool to do this type of work. I'm sure they make tools that actually do this, but they're probably kind of pricey. Anyway, you'll need something of that nature, just a coat hanger sized heavy gauge wire that won't bend very easily. You'll need, I've already got this apart just to save time, because it took me probably 10 minutes of poking around in here before I got this thing loose, and you don't want to watch me struggle with that if you're about to do this too. So anyway, you come into that, on the back side here, you'll come in through that access hole on either side. And you're trying to press on this wire. This is the wire right here, right above my finger, that you're trying to press against. And it's really tricky. There's not a whole lot to get a hold of there. So I even tried a really thin flathead screwdriver, and it didn't get it done for me. I had to get something a little smaller that could work in there. But when you press on that little wire right here next to my finger, the airbag will release on one side. Now you'll want to make sure that it doesn't accidentally pop in when you do the other side. These little springs here will push the airbag out just slightly. Just make sure that this doesn't pop back in on the other side when you're doing the reverse side. And again, there's your wire right there you're pressing against. You got to stab in there several times to get it probably, but when that's done, the airbag will be out, and then you'll be able to come in here. Here's the screwdriver I tried to use, but it didn't work. But once you get those done, then you can come in here and pop up little retaining clips to hold these clips, wiring clips in here, because a lot of times these will be burnt up, melted, if this airbag has gone off, and you'll have to replace the clock spring anyway. If this airbag has gone off, you'll probably have to replace the clock spring, like most likely, and you'll also probably have to replace the airbag control module, which is likely underneath the center console or underneath the front center of the dash. A lot of times those are one-time use only modules, and sometimes they can be reset in some brands and models, and sometimes they have to be replaced. So I'm not sure which in this case it is, but there's that. You also have this little zip tie retainer here. I just pulled out, and then you'll have this little wire clip right here. Now these I usually just pull on, and they usually just come right off. It's a little hard to do that one-handed. Yep, see, it just pulled right out. So Pretty simple to do as soon as you get those wires pulled out of there. It's or not when you see, as soon as you get that wire pressed in, just enough around the edge of that, the spring to get it to release. But anyway, if this helped you, drop a like down below, subscribe for more videos. If you have any questions, leave those down below too, and I'll try to help you best I can. Thanks for watching.